Hello and welcome to my presentation. I had the honor to do hazardous locations. Since it is such a big topic, I decided today to focus on arc flash and category ratings of cabinets. Hope you enjoy. Thank you. What is arc flash? An arc flash is an explosive release of energy from an electrical fault, creating an intense flash, extreme heat, sometimes over 35,000 degrees Fahrenheit, a powerful pressure wave in molten metal. An arc flash can cause severe burn, injury, and fatal risk to not only electricians, but also the nearby workers. The cause of an arc flash. An arc flash is caused by an electrical current leaving its intended path, often due to human error, equipment failure, leading to a short circuit through the air, which creates extreme heat, light, and the blast. Common causes of arc flash can include damaged insulation, loose connections, corrosion, moisture, dust, or improper maintenance. Human error can be caused from dropping tools or metal parts, improper procedures, or failure to de energize equipment before work. Faulty equipment could be damaged insulation, loose wiring, incorrect wiring, or failing protective devices. Environmental factors could be dust, dirt, corrosion, or condensation. An accidental contact could be bringing conductive tools or body parts too close to live and exposed parts. If you open your codebook, NAC Article 100.16, Arc Flash Hazard Warning. Under that category, A is general, electrical equipment such as switchboards, switchgear, panel boards, industrial control panels, meter socket enclosures, and motor control centers that is in other than dwelling units is likely to require examination, adjustment, servicing, or maintenance while energized, shall be field or factory marked to warn qualified persons of potential electrical arc flash hazards. B. Service equipment and other than dwelling units, in addition to the requirements in a permanent label shall be field or factory applied to service equipment rated 1200 amps or more. It also must meet these categories: nominal system voltage, available fault current at the service overcurrent protective device, the clearing time of service overcurrent protective devices based on the available fault current at the service equipment, and the date the label was applied.
Hochblätter.
Before going on to understanding labels, I hope that video gave you an idea of just how real arc flashes can be, how fast they can happen, and not to scare you, but to make sure that you understand what you are getting into, that you have the right equipment, and that you understand the labels, which we are going to discuss right now. The flash hazard boundary is a critical safety distance specified in an electrical label that defines the point at which an unprotected person could receive a second-degree burn in the event of an arc flash. The primary purpose of the flash hazard boundary is to establish a safe work zone. Unqualified personnel or those without the right personal protective equipment must stay outside that boundary. Calories. A calorie is usually expressed as calories per square centimeter. It's not a standard electrical unit, but a measure of thermal energy from an electrical event like an arc flash. Category level. In the next few slides, we're going to go over category 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 and discuss what's important and what would keep you safe in those cabinets. Personal protective equipment, we are also going to go over. That would be wearing your mask, wearing your gloves, wearing your earplugs, and etc., depending on the cabinet. The limited approach boundary is an electrical safety perimeter defined by standards like NFPA and OSHA that specify the minimum distance an unqualified person may approach exposed energized electrical conductors or circuit parts. The restricted approach is a critical electrical safety limit defined by standards such as NFPA and OSHA to protect against electrical shock. I took a few labels from electrical cabinets at my work, and we're going to go over the different category ratings. This particular one is a category 0. In 2015, it was no longer recognized by the NFPA 70E, but that still does not change that you still have to wear the proper PPE if you are working in this cabinet. The PPE for this cabinet is untreated cotton long sleeves, pants, safety glasses, and hearing protection. The flash boundary is 8 inches, and the calories for this specific cabinet is 0.25 calories. This specific panel that I took a picture of at my plant is a category 1. To work in a category 1, you need an AR shirt and AR pants. The AR stands for arc rated, a hard hat that's rated for 4 calories centimeter squared, face shield, safety glasses, and hearing protection. This particular panel has a 21-inch flash hazard boundary, and it is rated at 1.57 calories. But category 1 cabinets can go all the way up to 4 calories. Now we are moving on to a category 2 panel. For a category 2 panel, you must wear an AR shirt, AR pants, hard hat, balaclava hood, 8-calorie face shield, safety glasses, hearing protection. For this particular cabinet, the flash hazard boundary is 38 inches, and the calories for this cabinet is 4.45 calories. Category 2 cabinets can be rated all the way up to 8 calories. The next category cabinet would be a category 3. For a category 3 cabinet, you need an AR shirt and pants, AR coverall, switching hood, safety glasses, and hearing protection. For this particular cabinet in my plant, it has a 75-inch flash hazard boundary, and it's rated at 21.64 calories. Category 3 cabinets can be rated up to 25 calories. If you look at this label on the right, I find one of the interesting parts to be that it says live entry requires management approval. I think that's just a red flag on how dangerous these panels in category 3s and category 4s and so on can be. Last but not least, we have our category 4 panel. The proper PPE for a category 4 panel would be an AR shirt and pants, AR coverall, double layer switching coat and hood, safety glasses, and hearing protection. This cabinet in our plant has a 91-inch flash hazard boundary, and it's rated at 29.68 calories. Category 4 cabinets can be rated all the way up to 40 calories. Again, this label says live entry requires management approval. I wanted to include a few examples of the PPE that you should be wearing when you are going into these different cabinets. The picture on the right does a good job of just showing you when you go up in category how much more protective gear you have to wear. I just want to touch slightly on the electrical gloves that we wear. The rubber from the electrical gloves protects you from electrical shock, and then the leather on the gloves protects the rubber from cuts and abrasions, and it's also there to help you if there is an arc flash in that situation. You should be getting your gloves checked and changed out every 6 months. I know we use them a lot, so take good care of them and make sure that we're following these categories and protecting ourselves at all costs. We as electricians work in cabinets all the time at work. I hope this information in this PowerPoint and presentation was useful. It may not be new knowledge, but I hope me repeating some of this information makes you more cautious before you go into a panel. Always make sure to check the category ratings, the distances to be away, and make sure you have your right PPE on, even using the buddy system to make sure that your fellow coworkers are staying away and they're wearing the right PPE going into cabinets. Hope you all stay safe. Thanks.